Hey guys, Amanda here from the Farmington Area Public Library. Today I am going to show you how to use the new RSAcat mobile app. I am showing you on my iPad, but it can also be downloaded onto any phone from the Android or Apple, from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. So this is what the main screen looks like when you download the app. It might look slightly different on a cell phone. The first thing I would always recommend doing is to sign in. So if you click on my account, on the side here, you'll see a sign in option. So you can scan your barcode. Sometimes it depends on the camera if it will work for you. I am going to sign in with my own old card number. One reason is because then I won't give away my current login information. If you need your login information, your first part is going to be your library card number, and the second one, your PIN number, you will need to call the library to get. So now, if we click on my account, on the side, it should say welcome and your name, what you have checked out, any holds you might have, fines, which here we are fine-free library, so you won't need to deal with, and we have linked accounts. What is wonderful here from the app, if you're a parent and you want to keep track of what your kids have checked out, you can now, if you look up in the upper right hand corner, there's the add button, and you can add their card right here. You will need their PIN number, so if you do have to call us for your information, make sure to ask for your kids as well. And you click on link and it will show up on here. So we also have preferences here, and it's going to give you some different ideas for how you want things to look, and that is just up to you. So from here, let's see. So if you are ever at the library and you don't have your card on you, if you look at the bottom, there's my barcode. You can hold that out to the librarian and they can scan that. You do want to be careful if you are ever at a library that does require library cards. Some will not accept this, I have heard. However, this is an official app, but if your card has expired, you will, for some libraries, need to have, especially if someone who's not a Farmington patron is watching this, some libraries do require that you have the physical card with you to renew your library card. At Farmington, you do not have to, so don't worry about it. But that is another option for if you don't have your card with you. So there are different options here, but we have the top of your library search and the nearest libraries. You can find a library branch convenient for you. So if you happen to be out, let's say in Peoria, running errands, you can click on this and it will let you know what might be nearby. So I am not going to allow. So this is going to bring up all the libraries in our system. Right now, especially with what's going on, the open now typically at least means that they have curbside pickup. So we're going to click on a random one. I'm going to click on Brinfield here, and it's going to give you information. Now, I want to always tell you to contact the library if you're going to be nearby, because at the moment, like I said, you can't go into the building. So you can call and ask them what they're doing at the moment, if you can go in, or if you need to request items to come and pick up. So we're going to go back. Typically, it is going to bring up your home library. I'm going to search an item. I'm going to do an item I happen to know we have here. I'm going to just search for Twilight, and I'm going to click the return button to search. And it's going to bring up a whole bunch of items that have this. So it's going to automatically search your home library. This is my old library card from another library. If you look at the very bottom, it tells you how many results and a limit to, it currently limited it to the Morton Public Library District. Collection type, physical items, and format, any format. If we click on format, any format, it's going to bring up all the filters. You can limit it to another library, so I could change it to Farmington Area, PLD. Format, let's say I know I want a book. And it's going to tell, it tells you here how many are going to come up. You could go ahead and change this to if you want any audiobooks or ebooks. And then you could change it here to title, or if it's an author's name or a subject, or you have the ISBN number. I have to know it's a title. We're going to change that. Or up here, limit it to libraries. You could also come up, scroll all the way up, and click on all items. That means it's going to check all libraries. So once you've moved anything around, if you want to, click on apply filters, and it's going to move it around. And now there we go. We're checking Farmington and the books there. There's 23 results. We're going to click on the top one, Twilight, and it's going to bring up all the information, very similar to how it looks in our online catalog. If you scroll down, unfortunately on the app, your home library does not show up first under available. If you look at the very bottom of the video, Bushnell Public Library District shows up first. That is because this is in alphabetical order. If we slowly scroll down, it is going to show, so it's going to show all the libraries. So under each library name, you'll see different words. If it says teen/young adult fiction, or it could just say fiction or DVDs, it depends on the item. That typically is going to tell you it's on the shelf, and you could hopefully get it that day if you're going to that library, or they'll pull it that day or the next morning for a hold to your home library. However, some do say material has been checked out, or no automatic holds, contact owning library for item information. So I am going to go back because I'm not sure why it came up that way, considering we're only limiting it to Farmington area PLD, and it didn't come up. So I would always check before you place a hold, which I'm going to show you. So is to scroll down and find the library. So Farmington Area Public Library District, it's in the teen/young adult fiction. It is currently in. So I know that they at least own it. So I'm going to go ahead and place hold. And there we go. You can pick the select pickup location. I'm actually going to be in Normal this weekend, so I'm going to change that and select a copy. Sometimes this comes up. I'm not sure why. We're going to click on volume 1 though and click on place hold. So most times it's going to come up and say success. If you watched the video for our online catalog, that's what comes up and would come up here if it worked. However, this library card is an old one of mine and it has expired. So this is what it gives. However, there's other things that could come up, like hold wasn't allowed to be placed. If there's ever an issue, call your home library. We are more than happy to help. As usual, there are some items you cannot place on hold to pick up at another library. There are new items from other libraries that they will not send out within the first about 6 months that they get those items. It depends on the library. And then Normal Public Library does not send out their DVDs. That is because when you go to their library, you have to pay to check them out. So that is the new app. I'm going to go back, and you could also, let's say you're at a bookstore, there's a scan ISBN barcode option here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to grab one of the library books here that I have and scan the barcode. And here we go. So it brings up the book. And, or if it can be, if you're at someone's house and you want to know, I want to read this book. I can't have it. I can't buy it, or I can't borrow it from them right now. If you look at the bottom, it is always going to limit it to all libraries. You could easily go in and change it to a specific library, change the format, collection type. You could change it to physical items and title. I'm just going to change it to physical items. And then you could click on any of these because they're all the same item. You can click on one to see if a specific library has it, or just go ahead, you want to read it, and place hold. Of course, I know it's going to come up and not let me place it on hold, which is okay. So there is the app. As usual, if you guys have any questions or want some help getting through the app, please do not hesitate to contact us at the library, and we will help you, especially if you need information on how to log in.